Gallup, President of the Calaveras County Taxpayer Association. And on my far right is Corey Brunell, Bob Mulvaney, Steve Fairchild, and Bill Mason. Bill Mason is also our planning commissioner, one of our planning commissioners in our county. We're promoting so many things, but one of them coming up is the Tea Party on 4th of July. We plan to have an interesting dog and pony show. We have hot dogs. We intend to be more informative and to provide information to the taxpayer so that hopefully each month that goes by we can double the numbers of informed taxpayers. The information that we're going to provide is educational. We hope to be able to sell books such as these, Economics in One Lesson, so that as we go along, we become experts. And then at some point, the taxpayers, not only in our own community, but across the country, will be organized and informed to the point where we be able to neutralize the spending lobby. We feel the spending lobby is the source of the reason why government has such a hard job in staying within its limits and staying within the Constitution. Corey, you have something to add on that?
Well, our last Tea Party was a success beyond what we expected on April 15th on Tax Day. We thought we might just have a few dozen people, but a couple hundred people turned out at Utica Park in Angels Camp. So that was a nice success. We hope you'll come out too on July 4th and spend a couple hours with us and show your support for the taxpayer and for limited government and small efficient government. That's about all I got to say about it.
Oh, we're also going to have John Stossel in a form of a video presentation, and we'll be hoping to reach teachers. And we'll be promoting John Stossel in the classroom. John Stossel is quite a fan for our free country and our free enterprise system, and we hope to have one of our videos dedicated to that. And also coming up in August is our annual luau at Moaning Caverns Resort. And we happen to have the owner of that resort, who's also one of our directors, Steve Fairchild, with us today.
Oh, that's right, yeah, and it was a great turnout last year. A lot of interesting speakers, and it's a lot of fun. Again, we feel that it's very, very important that the public get involved in it. Taxes are the very basis of civilization, really. They're unavoidable, but they need to be done right and can't be, too onerous. And that's what we're about, and why we'd like to have members join us, is so that we can get their viewpoints and also educate in some ways some of the more finer points of what can happen with taxes and what shouldn't happen with taxes, which is why we push little books like the Economics in One Lesson and then things like that. So please join us at Moaning Cavern, and the date on that is
August 20th.
22nd.
20th.
20th, oh, sorry, August 20th. And if you want to put a little zip in your life, you show up a little bit early. Of course, if you buy one of the package tickets, you'll get 2 dinners, and you also get to do the zip line. That will be cutting off at 5:30, so you need to get there early if you want to do the zip lines. And you can buy tickets through call, I believe, and on the website.
Yeah, on our website, which is, our website is calaveras.taxpayers.org.
Oh, very good. One of the things that the Taxpayer Association is interested in, including just the taxpayer, is also the property owner. One of the things that government does is takes our money, and sometimes they tell us what to do. And in land use planning, sometimes they get a little extreme. Fortunately, we have some good brains with us in the form of Bill Mason, who's a planning commissioner, and he may have a word to say about property rights. Bill.
Yes, one of the most important things about the freedom of the United States is the fact that you have the free property rights. And I'll leave you with one quote, which is kind of an interesting one. It is the fact that when the people fear government, there's tyranny, but when the government fears the people, there is freedom. And Thomas Jefferson, one of our founding fathers, was adamant about that fact. statement. So it is not only taxes, it is taxes that are wasteful. And taxes are a small commodity that we all have, and we get too many taxes, things start going downhill. And so we have to have whatever taxes we do have to pay to keep ourselves free and safe has to be spent efficiently, and that's what we try to do, make sure it's done.
Well, thank you, Bill. So going back to the 4th of July, we're going to have some entertainment besides ourselves. One of which is Jade Grimstad, Dr. Jade Grimstad, who played at last year's Tea Party on the 15th of April, a trumpet, and was beautiful. He played taps and a number of other things, and it was just wonderful. He's promised to come back again. And in addition to him, we're going to have Russ Thomas, supervisor, Calaveras County, who has an incredible voice, and when he sings the Star Spangled Banner, it just melts your heart. It's just wonderful. So between that and the hot dogs and the tea and the cookies and the entertainment and the petitions that you're welcome to sign, which should be a wonderful event, and you're so welcome to come. 4th of July between 5 and 7 p.m. at Utica Park.
So the dog and pony show, we're going to have hot dogs but no ponies.
No ponies, but we'll have the dogs.